And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they run with Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
2-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
New York.
Throwing now is Locke. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Locke. On the screen, Bernard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Locke. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing his lock on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Giants 14, Saints 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
That's good for us Saints. The Saints take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got Burton here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. To throw is Cousins. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Second and goal.
And steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints have cut it back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Score Giants 14, Saints 10.
Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To try again after the sack.
Lock under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. On the carry, this is Scott. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st down, Lock. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock flushed out right.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lock buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins now. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Cousins pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle by Jordan Willis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
First and 10, here's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Scott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The 7-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Block now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Alan Lazard there to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon. And
he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
On the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
To throw, Cousins. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Giants 21. Saints.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Lock now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Locke. And that is incomplete here. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Davis, 31 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
A first down throw for Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Saints 19.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Taken in the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go again with Scott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken at about the 36. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Joe Mixon, 64 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Shotgun, it's Cousins, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Block working out of the gun. Flushed out right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
On the option, Locke will keep it.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, New York.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's locked. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter, the rest of this game very interesting. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Mixon. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
To second and 10.
Cousins to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 4th down.
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs.